All right, well, I told you guys I was switching daily drivers from the OnePlus 7T into 2020, and here it is, the BlackBerry Key2 LE. Now, this has 64 gigs of storage, 4 gigs of RAM, a dual SIM, and there's the Champagne model. It's got LTE for the US, a 13 and a 5 on the back, and an 8 megapixel on the front, 3,000 milliamp hour battery, and it's unlocked to all GSM providers. So we're going to crack this open. And I'll start my new journey into 2020 with my brand new BlackBerry Key2 LE. Let's get it open. Now, some of you guys are wondering why I chose the BlackBerry Key2 LE. Well, the first thing is it's the latest offering from BlackBerry. This phone was released in 2018, I believe, at the end, I believe, somewhere around there. It got released in October of 2018. And so ultimately, I wanted the latest offering from BlackBerry. And I still wanted to have something that was with a keyboard and somewhat of an updated design. Now, you guys know how I felt about BlackBerry switching to Android as their primary. I wasn't too happy, but in the end, I like Android too much, and I don't want to not use Android. And I weighed out my pros and cons for using a BlackBerry OS device, and it just would have been more of a hassle if anything. So I went with the latest one that they offered. I think this is a very elegant design. It is just beautiful, actually. I still get a nice big screen. I still get a nice size battery. I get a Snapdragon 636. My experiences with the 636 weren't the best on some of the phones, but this device is a BlackBerry, and you know it's just pretty much stock Android with a BlackBerry overlay for some things, and it has a keyboard. Now, the keyboard is something that I've heard mixed reviews about, but fortunately, I think for myself. So I'm going to get my SIM card put in here. I'm going to set this up, and we'll keep watching. Let's see what happens. Well, it took some time to actually decide what I was going to do for a daily driver, and I decided to hone in on one device. A couple of weeks ago, I decided I'm going to go ahead and move away from just the traditional Android devices, and I'm going to go to something that makes me feel a little bit more home, which is the BlackBerry Key2 LE. Now, not so much the LE itself, but just the brand of BlackBerry. I've definitely had my share of using phones, and I guess I got to a point where I'm tired of the same old thing. So I decided to go ahead and grab the BlackBerry Key2 LE. It was at a reasonable price because in 2020 going forward, I'm trying to rid myself of spending too much money on devices that when I take them out, I have to have a case on it. I got to have a screen protector on it. Oh, I got to baby it. You know, this phone right here was $249, and it's totally worth that money to me. I've been using it all day, obviously, and I bought this phone a couple of weeks ago. About a week ago, and and I have so many other phones to review. I decided it's time to switch my daily driver for sure this time, and I'm going to go ahead and stick with the BlackBerry for now because the BlackBerry Key2 LE. If you're wondering why I picked this device over the Passport and some other devices that I could have gotten, like the Key2 or the Key1, just anything. The BlackBerry Key2 LE is in fact the latest offering from BlackBerry. So that right there was enough to make me decide, okay, I'm just going to get this. This was released in October of 2018, I believe it was, and we are in January of 2020. And going forward, this is what I plan to do for my personal phone. I'll still review other devices, but in fact, I will have this device as my personal device, period. And like I said, if I haven't said already, I just kind of got tired of the same old thing. So, and in fact, this is the front camera of the Key2 LE. The cameras on this thing, I've been playing with them and they're just awesome. So I thought I'll do this part of the video with the device itself because I don't really plan on doing a bunch of videos on this phone. This is just a phone is, lots of phone calls, lots of emails, lots of text, whatever. And that's just what it is. So speaking of text, another reason why I wanted to go with the Key2 LE is because I have a physical keyboard if I want one, and I also have an on-screen keyboard if I want one. A 4.5-inch display is absolutely more than enough for me for what I do on social media and things like that, and it's just enough. So I decided the Key2 LE with the screen size and the keyboard, it was just great. The form factor on this device is absolutely stunning, man. It's refreshing to know that I have this different device that probably a lot of people ignored and wouldn't purchase. But to me, it's like the ultimate device for me at this point in my life, because I got a headphone jack, I got Type-C, I got an SD card, I got dual SIM if I need it, I got a physical keyboard, I got NFC, Wi-Fi, blah, 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 Bluetooth. I got it all. And I have all the performance from BlackBerry and all the security and suite of apps of DTech, all at an affordable price. You'll have to check the current pricing on Best Buy. But this phone ran me $249. If I didn't say it already, I'm pretty sure I did. You check the current pricing. Man, I look in the viewfinder and that just looks nice to me. But you check the current pricing of what you think when you want to go see the device. And if there's anybody out there using the Key2 LE, how's the battery life for you been? How's the Snapdragon 636 been? This phone has 4 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs onboard storage, dual SIM or single SIM SD card slot. Fantastic right there. That works for me. That works. Now, I, in the past, have not had the best run with the Snapdragon 636. It worked perfect on some devices and bad on others. Like Asus phones when I used a phone that was Asus that had the 636, it was kind of sluggish after time, and I didn't like it. And even at the beginning, it just wasn't as fast and speedy as the Snapdragon 625. But after using this device for some time, it's actually pretty sweet. I haven't had any crashes or anything like that. Every now and then when I try to move an app around, when I'm long pressing, it's like it doesn't want to register I'm long pressing, and it does it after the fact. But hey, I can live with that because I actually still can move apps around. But other than that, I think the battery is going to be good. It has a 3,000 milliamp hour battery inside, and I think that's going to be more than. And when I say personal phone daily driver, I'm not even talking about like YouTube reviews at all. I'm talking about this is my phone, my main phone number, the one that everyone has. This is the one I'll be texting everybody from. This is the one I'll be making all the phone calls. I get hours and hours of phone calls, man. And trust me when I tell you, I've been using this one with Bluetooth and without the Bluetooth. Speakerphone is loud. The single speaker that it actually has is actually really loud for depending on what you're doing. Music and media content comes across really loud, but phone calls is really good on this single speaker if you wanted to put it on speakerphone. But overall, I got a headphone jack. I got Bluetooth. I got everything I need right here in this phone if I decide I want to do anything with it. I like having the options that I have with the BlackBerry Key2 LE. I got the champagne color because that's the only color they had available. But I think after getting this, I think I probably would have chose this anyway. The red was a little too bright. And the silver was a little traditional. So the gold or champagne color that I have here is absolutely great, man. I don't feel any kind of way about it. I think it's actually pretty solid. So there it is, man. I want to give you a introduction that I'm back home to BlackBerry because I think this is where I belong. BlackBerry has never sponsored me in any of my videos. Not that I was looking for any sponsors, but I just look back at the history of what I've been doing with BlackBerry since I was much younger. 25 years ago or 20-something years ago, I was using a BlackBerry pager. And that's how much I really liked BlackBerry, when BlackBerry was still in the pager form. Some of you might not know that, but it was in the pager form. So, this is incredible to be able to get me to kind of convert back over to BlackBerry as a primary, as my phone, my main one. Everything else is second, because I like what BlackBerry does for the keyboards, and I got a fingerprint reader in the space bar still. The keyboard isn't touch sensitive like the other BlackBerries, but still, I don't need to. I can just touch the screen and scroll up or whatever. I still have all the system functionalities, the keys, the programs. Everything can do it. I can hit System C, open Chrome, or whatever I want to set it to. I got a convenience key on the side, a ridged power button, volume rockers on the side, headphone jack. I mean, it's just a sweet looking and performing device. So, for all you fans out there that used to rock with me on BlackBerry back in the day, if you want me to cover more BlackBerry stuff, I definitely will. But I didn't get this phone to so much do a review 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Nah, it's just, I wanted to share with you that if you see me do something like what's on my phone and I pull out this BlackBerry, you can be like, whoa, when did you get that, son? So, but yeah, the BlackBerry Key2 LE is actually a fantastic, it's one of those situations where I should have bought it a long time ago, but I'm glad I didn't because I got a much better price. I got it for like $200 off. So yeah. It's your man Jay. Hope you guys enjoyed, man. This is the BlackBerry Key2 LE. And this is the front camera I decided to shoot the rest of the video with. I could have done a walkthrough of settings and all that stuff. I just wanted to chat with you and show you that I've really been enjoying this phone. I think it's going to be a great daily driver. It's lightweight too, man. Thin, everything. So if I need this phone to shoot videos on the channel, I definitely could do it. This front camera and rear camera is really nice. Shoots in 4K at 30, 24. Shoots at 1080p at 60, 30, 24. It does it all. 720 at 30, 60, 24. It does it all. So, yeah, it's your man Jay. Hope you guys enjoyed my daily driver, man. I'm back home. It's your man Jay. I'm out.